right deep inside you. When will you ever let it shine from within and cast all of your fears aside? You'll see the light until that day comes.
Hello, welcome back to Kingdom Reviews. I'm your host, Future Keybearer. Today we return to Port Royal. So we arrive and see Jack being accosted by cursed pirates.
Zola, some assistance?
Not the name, but a good one.
That's Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Well, that didn't take long. So after our heroes defeat the pirates, Sora notes how odd it is, seeing as how the curse should have been lifted. And right on cue, Elizabeth shows up, telling our heroes that Will went to the Isla de Muerta to check on the chest, and she wants to enlist Jack's help to go find him. Well, okay, more that she needs his ship. But Jack refuses without compensation, which Elizabeth obliges.
Will! Stop that, Jack!
As great as that bit is, it does make me wonder, what happened to Jack's hat? You know, the hat his crew was willing to turn the entire ship around for? So they bring Will aboard, and he tells them that the chest is gone, and that he was attacked by the organization.
I think I'm the only one who made it back to the ship.
Then how did you set sail?
You'd best go prepared. We've no idea what's out there.
Pardon me, lads and lass, but your captain will have no monsters today. Thank you. We're turning for home.
Captain Jack Sparrow, not the most noble, but always smart enough to know when to flee.
Don't remember inviting you.
Who was Jack talking to? Did he know someone was going to appear on the ship? So Luxord here sticks a Heartless on us, and it's an average fight. Though, much like the pirates, it's affected by magic.
Good boy! Not over yet.
You know what I'm realizing? What's the point of having the hoods up if you're just going to casually take them off? Before our heroes can throw Luxord overboard, he invokes Parlay.
This is no time for rules.
Well, they're more like guidelines than actual rules.
Oh no! We can't stop the curse unless we got all the medallions!
Shouldn't Luxord turn into a skeleton after that? Or is he immune because he has no heart, thus no greed in it?
Sora, Donald, Goofy, it's yours.
Again, not noble, but smart.
Fire!
Who's operating the cannons? And so the ship gets blown up, but of course our heroes survive. And as it turns out, Jack has been cursed yet again. Somehow.
Perhaps I got a touch of something from that monster what attacked us. Yet, why is the skin resting right on you three?
'Cause we're not greedy! What do you looking at?
How awesome would it have been to have Donald be cursed? Hell, all three of them for that matter.
Gorge, maybe the reason we're all okay is because we're not from this world.
Is Jack taking notice of that? Well, so much for World Order. So Jack tells our heroes that they should try to find a relatively intact ship, but before we leave, there's a chest containing a summon charm for Peter Pan. Fitting. Peter fights along Sora, attacking as he does. And since he comes with Tinkerbell, she acts just like she does in the first game, constantly healing Sora and even reviving him if he dies. Speaking of the first game, Peter's limit is a flurry of attacks while images of their previous adventure in Neverland flash. So we run through this lovely ship graveyard until we find one of the nobodies that took a medallion. Naturally, it goes down pretty quick.
3 more to go.
How do you know?
A pirate must have a keen eye, else he won't be sailing free for very long. Savvy?
I legitimately always love whenever writers show that Jack actually knows what he's doing.
Ahoy, mateys!
Ridiculous imitation, and yet I'm flattered.
Huh, that's what Johnny Depp said about James Arnold Taylor's performance in this game. We saw them leave through the captain's stateroom. Didn't occur to you to fight them, mate? You're one to talk! So we have to sail to the various locations to find the remaining 3 medallions. Or just run around the Isla de Muerta.
That's 4 medallions. We got them all.
But where's the chest?
I've got a better question. Why aren't you a skeleton despite being in the moonlight? So we return to Port Royal where the giant Heartless is. This is a very clever boss fight that takes advantage of the setting. Both Sora and the Heartless can collect the medallions, and the Heartless can only be damaged so long as all 882 pieces are in the chest. Although it does raise the question of why they can break the curse without Luxord's blood. Afterwards, our heroes dump the cursed gold into the middle of the sea. Quite frankly, they should have done that after killing Barbossa. And Jack asks for quite the interesting reward.
That lovely blade of Sora's.
Huh?
Honestly, that makes way too much sense.
Okay, sure.
Hold on, that was far too easy. What's the rub? Ah, there, you see?
Given future information, that might backfire.
Maybe someday Jack will be able to use the Keyblade after all.
Why's that?
Yep, he and Sora are kind of alike, don't you think?
Are not?
No. The only thing they have in common is a knack for getting into trouble. And with that, Jack sails off into the horizon by himself somehow. Well, that was fun. Tune in next time for another Arabian Night.